Fronterz is a 2004 film directed by Courtney G. Jones. It's written by Garth Belcon, and we have a cast including Reno Wilson, Dennis T. Carnegie, Garth Belcon, and Henry Winkler and Ted Danson. And it's because of Ted Danson that I became aware of this, and I read the description and thought, well, that sounds a little different. And having now watched it, I can say it was not too bad. It wasn't anything amazing, but it was a pleasant enough experience. It's about three actors who are out of work, and they realise that casting directors seem to be looking for people who can rap, and they decide that they're going to form this rap group and become rappers, and that's how they're going to improve their acting career. And that's what the film is about. It's a very pleasant experience. It's a very easy watch. The narrative itself may not be the most interesting, but the characters are so likeable. I really wanted the best for them. I wanted them to get the jobs they're going after. They're very likeable, and I think that really helped to make it an enjoyable experience, because I'd say pretty much from the beginning, I wanted the best for them. I was emotionally following their journey really quickly. And while the journey itself may not be the most fascinating, it's not boring, but I wouldn't say it's exciting or thrilling or anything. But it's fine. It's okay. It's a little funny. Ted Danson is in it a reasonable amount, as is Henry Winkler. But honestly, even if they weren't in it, I think I still would have come away from this thinking it was okay. And I think it is also the kind of film I probably would have watched. Maybe. Had I discovered this randomly on Letterboxd and read the description. I love films about actors. I love films about the film industry. There are exceptions, of course, where they're not very good, but thankfully this one is pretty decent. It's a nice, easy watch. It's a little funny. The performances are good and the characters are very likeable. So if you like films about actors, you might enjoy it. I should say I don't care about rapping. I don't listen to rap music. I probably couldn't name a rapper. Well, maybe if I tried, I could. But in general, I could not care less about rappers. But that did not affect my enjoyment of this at all. And in general, I found it to be a fairly amusing, pleasant experience with good performances, likable characters, and the technical aspects are not too bad either. It feels a little low budget with regards to a lot of the locations and some of the camera angles. It seems like they're making the best out of small spaces. Do you know when you have really close-ups of characters so you don't see the rest of the room because there's not much else to look at? I kind of got that impression with a couple of the scenes, but some of them were not too bad. So in general, in fact, I'd like to know what the budget for this was, because I'm kind of getting the impression that they might have spent their budget on Danson and Winkler, but it doesn't feel poor. It just feels like maybe they didn't have a lot of money for a great variety of sets and things, different locations. But honestly, it doesn't really affect my enjoyment, and I can't find the budget information. And I just discovered that IMDb Pro does actually give you some information. I'm looking at, for example, Dennis T. Carnegie's credits, and next to the entire list of films, we have the budget and the opening weekend. And I've never been on IMDb Pro before because I always thought everything was behind a paywall. But actually, it's kind of cool to see his entire list of films with the budgets listed out. Unfortunately, it doesn't list the budget for Fronterz, but that's kind of cool. Ice Age Continental Drift had a budget of 95 million, 100 million for the film Epic. Have I seen Epic? I'm not entirely sure. I'm getting off topic now, but either way, that's a cool discovery for me, because I thought absolutely everything on IMDb Pro was behind a paywall, so that's kind of cool. I assume most of that information is therefore free on regular IMDb. It's just presented in a pretty interesting way, so might be worth checking out. And for now, I also say Fronterz is worth checking out as well. It's a decent film. I rather enjoyed it, and if it sounds like it might appeal to you, then I'm happy to recommend it.